Well, you've probably heard that omega-3 is an important nutrient, especially for growing children. Unfortunately, many low to middle income kids simply are not getting enough. But there's one family on a mission to change that, and in a lot of ways, are probably just like your family or my family. Joining me now is Ed Stockwell, the president of Chia Brand and Miguel's Foods. Hey, Ed, good morning to you.
Good morning.
I want to talk a little inspiration here. What was the inspiration for starting this company?
Well, we have a large extended family, Danielle, and with 2 children from my wife's first marriage and 3 children that we adopted through the foster care system. We walk into a restaurant, it's like the United Nations arrive.
I walk into a restaurant, if I saw you, I think what a beautiful representation of the United Nations. They're beautiful.
Right, they're great
pictures
kids.
are great.
They really, really are. And when we adopted specifically Miguel, the last child that we adopted, we knew he came with some problems. He was constantly rocking, craving deep pressure, inability to focus. Just the way he interacted was really problematic. And the way anyone that we took him to tried to, mediate the problem, they said just medicate him. So we really wanted to do something more natural. We really wanted to find a little bit more, sensible solution than just, medicate Miguel. And that's why we discovered the chia seed and we started putting it in our bread. I
see chia seeds. I mean, in every supermarket shelf, I have chia seeds in my cabinet at home right now. But for those of us out there who may not be as familiar, explain, what are chia seeds?
Well, chia seeds are a member of the mint family. They're grown predominantly in Central and South America. They're really rich in protein, nutrients, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and the most important thing is they're the richest plant-based source of omega-3 EFAs on the planet.
Here's the thing though, I mean, imagine getting your kids to eat anything is probably a challenge, but I understand that children simply are not getting enough of the omega-3 and that they're maybe getting too much of the other, which is omega-6. What's the difference, and should they be working a little bit in conjunction with each other?
Right, what you need to do is you need to bring those in balance.
Okay.
The typical American diet, you're eating 12 to 1 omega-6s to omega-3s. The omega-6s are all inflammatory in properties. Omega-3s are anti-inflammatory. Most all chronic conditions are caused by one thing, inflammation. So we can show a little example of how the chia works if you want.
Sure, I'd love to see that.
What you do is you just take a little water, put a little bit of water in there, and then you take some of the chia seed, pop this into the water here, stir it up. And what you're going to see is you're going to see how this completely starts to gel up.
It's expanding.
Right, and that's what works in your stomach. It does that exact same thing in your stomach, and that's what works to keep kids full, keeps them focused. When kids are fuller, they feel focused, and also it holds the moisture in there to keep you hydrated.
So lots of good things there, and it's interesting because one of the things you talked about with Miguel was, wow, and look at that, it doesn't even come out. You talked about with Miguel the fact that, he was having some issues and that the doctor said, let's medicate him.
Right.
Obviously, if you have any issues, the first thing to do is to visit your doctor, but I'm going to tell you, as a wife and a mother, I'm looking for solutions. I want to try to find a way to help my children. Your wife felt the same way, and that's how she ended up kind of inventing this bread that has chia seeds in it.
Right, Kathleen invented Miguel's chia bread, and it was really a mother of invention type of story. She did it purely out of necessity. We saw the effects of the chia and how it really helped me with my depression, how it helped Miguel to stay focused and basically just feel better, helped him feel better. And the first way that Kathleen started doing it is she put it in the bread, and the kids literally would sit there at the oven waiting for it to come out. It was like their bodies craved it.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Listen, as we put up another picture of Miguel, I want you guys to take a look at that beautiful face. That's not a face that won't eat breakfast. You're laughing, which means that is a face that won't eat breakfast. And the truth is, it can be hard, right, to get your kids to kind of eat a healthy breakfast. And so tell me, what are the benefits that you've seen in your kids since they've kind of discovered the chia?
There's a host of benefits. The main one is that the kids are all really, really focused. Their energy level is up, their mental acuity, they're sharper. It's really easy to get this food into kids in the morning. You can just simply put it in yogurt, you can put it on toast. We make French toast out of this, crepes, easy, simple things that you don't have to be a professional chef to do. What you want to do is you want to take the chia seed and you want to use it more as an ingredient. people treat it a lot of times like, oh, you've got to have some special thing going on for it. You really, really don't. It's very simple.
On a personal level, I want to say what a wonderful thing you've done with this beautiful family of yours.
Thank you.
Congratulations to you on that and on this product as well. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Danielle.
What a
you.
pleasure meeting
Thanks.
you. Want to know more? Well, simply log on to our website. It's thebalancingact.com. And remember, we're on Facebook and Twitter as well. I want to get a little taste of this. I wasn't going to let you go without that. Cheers. Thank you. Oh, it's good.
Very good.